My name is Marcel, and I am going to at least show you some things today. One, for Sunday, we have a pre-test on Kahoot, which you can do individually on your phone, on your computer. And two, we talk about characteristics of word formation in English. But let's start with a little intro, and I'll show you some cue cards and you can tell me what that is. Are you with me? Are you ready? So here we go with the first cue card. Who knows what this is? What is this object? What is it? We use it every day, so we call it shower. Shower. The next card. What is this one? It might not be commonly used in the Thai households, but it does exist. It is a washing machine. A washing machine, but not for clothes. This is for pots and pans and plates to clean. The next one. What is that one? What is this? You use it to prepare and cook your food, and it is called a stove. The top part is a stove, the bottom part is called an oven. An oven where you can bake cakes, bread, and lasagna. The next one I didn't use today, but never mind. What is this? This is both man and female do use it, and it is called a razor. A razor to shave off your extra hair. Then the last one as a starter, which is, how do you call this? This is a sink, and the sink you can find in the washroom, bathroom, sometimes in the toilet room, where you can wash your hand, wash your face, and then next to it we have a towel. A towel. Okay, that was the introduction. Let's go to the next slide. These are the topics that we are going to talk about today in this lesson or session. English word formation. Now, this is a very useful thing, not because that I am talking about this or teaching about it, but it is a good way of learning more vocabulary. vocabs, more vocabulary, because you have a base word and then you can put something in front of the word, or you can put something after the base word. And let's go through it. So we talk about affixation. We talk about compound or compounding. We talk about conversion and other devices like reduplication, clipping, blending, and acronyms. Here is the first list. Prefixes. We call this actually prefixes. Do you know what a prefix means? On the top of your head, do you know what that means, a prefix? So here we have 4 statements, right? A prefix generally, they do not alter. Alter means change the word class on the base. The base means the beginning of the word. Later you might understand what that means. They are normally written together with the base as a single word. The main stress falls normally on the base. And lastly, they can be grouped according to their meaning. Now, let's see, because this now still looks like mumbo jumbo. Mumbo jumbo means that it is not clear yet. So let's take a look at it. So here we have a prefix. Prefix and a suffix. So a prefix is something that you add to a word in the front, or we call it before. So pre means before, and suffix means after. Now you can see the combinations: an, im, dis, en, non, ir, il, in. A suffix, l, y, ly, so li, then able, nes, ette, stir, hood, and ship. Now here we have sentences with prefixes. So on the left side you see the base words, right? Think, possible, right, super, economics. Now when we add a prefix, so a prefix before the main base word, it is changing. For instance, this situation is unthinkable. So the think in the middle, that is called the base word. Yeah? Then we have the word possible. It's impossible to travel. Right. I have to rewrite this text. The next, super. We make superconductors. Economics. You add something before and you can say macroeconomics or microeconomics. So remember what I said. A prefix or a suffix are good to build your vocabulary. For instance, look at the word possible. You put I am in front before, and you have the word impossible, meaning you cannot. So now you know two vocabulary, possible and impossible. Yeah? And we are going to build like this to extend your vocabulary range. Here we go, the next. A negative prefix. We have the word. What is the base word in the first one? What do you think is the basic word in the first one? We have fair, right? Like fair game, right? So then we put something negative in front. Unfair. Oh, this is not right. I don't like this. You are not playing according to the rules. Adorn is the base word, and then you put un in front, and then ed in the back. Unadorned. Fortunate, we have in the front un prefix. Unfortunate, and then you put a suffix in the end. Now you have learned three different vocabs. Fortunate, basic word. Unfortunate, you are unlucky, and then unfortunately, three words. Yeah? Non-conformist, non-existent, invisible, illogical, impossible. Remember in the first slide we had possible, now we have impossible. Or irresponsible. The next, a or an. Amoral, atheist. The next, disloyal, disobey, meaning you don't follow the rules. Disfavor. Yeah? So you learn at the same time many new vocabularies just by adding something before and adding something in the back or at the end. The next, reversible prefixes. Reversible prefixes. What does that mean, reversible? How can we define reversible? Right? Reversible means actually, so here we have just a plastic bag. It's called a Ziploc, and I can reverse it inside out, right? Inside out. You can do that with your clothes, or I reverse it back. So that is reversible. You can change it. I can change my clothes. I can reverse my shirt inside out. Yeah? Sample. Undo. Undress. Unhorse. D, like my middle name. Marcel de Vries. D. Defrost. Depoliticize. Depoliticize. Remember, I have been trained to use the American English, so I use Z, and in the UK they might use an S in the word depoliticize. Yeah, sorry, my tongue got caught up. The next, courage, discouraging, discouraging. So courage means you are not afraid to do something, right? Disheartened, disinterested. So disinterested or disinterested means you actually basically don't want to know about it. You're not interested. Yeah? Now, so with these words, you can make a sentence, for instance, right? You can make a sentence. So we have seen now, I think about nine different words. So you could make a sentence with that. How about you try to make a sentence with one of the words that you see on your screen or that you remember, right? I will do the same. Okay, I will show you my sentence. This basically means how to use vocabulary in context. That's how it is called. So I have a sentence which says, I defrost my food before it was frozen, and I want to defrost my food before eating it. Yeah? The next. Pejorative prefixes. So we have miss, we have mal, and we have pseudo. Pseudo, whoa, that's not an easy word to pronounce. So here you have miss here, misconduct, misleading, misrepresentation. Mal, maltreat, malformed, malfunction. Malfunction means something does not work, right? I can say, oh, the projector in the classroom is malfunctioned or is malfunctioning. It doesn't work, it doesn't operate. I cannot turn it on or off, right? And then the last one, pseudo. So we have pseudo-scientific, pseudo-classic. Yeah? Pseudo actually originates from the Latin language, Prefixes of degree and size. So here we have arch, archduke, arch enemy. Arch enemy is like your nemesis, a person that you absolutely don't like, and yeah, it's an arch enemy, right? The next, supermarket, Superman, superhero. Outlive, outdo, outrun. Surcharge. Surcharge is that you pay an additional fee, money, for a service, for a product. Subnormal, substandard. Substandard in this case means that it is not of the best quality. Yeah? Alright. Over and under. Overdue. You do too much. Overdo is also like too much drama. Undertook. Right? You undertook a project, so that means you did or done a project. Hyper or ultra. hypersensitive. Hypersensitive. In this case, I am hypersensitive. Here we have three. We have mini, we have macro, not the store macro, because that is spelled with a K, and micro, right? You can say macroeconomics, you can say microeconomics, and then we have here the word microwave. Microwave. We bombard the food with radiation, radio waves actually, radio waves to make it hot. The next. Prefixes of attitude. Attitude. And attitude is like how you behave and what you do. Co. So the basic word is operative. Operative. We can make it into cooperative. So you work together. Cohabit. Cohabit. Cohabit means you live as a group together, or you do something together, right? Co-director is another word for vice director, right? The next one is the same as co-owner. So let's say you own a building, but not by yourself, but also with someone else. So co-proprietor, yeah, from property. Counter, counter-espionage, counter-attack. And then anti and pro. Anti means, actually these words also come from Latin, from the Latin language and from Greek. Anti means against, so no, and pro means for. You like to do it. Yeah? And anti-nuclear, anti-democracy. Yeah? So more words. You know the word anti, you know the word of nuclear, so then anti-nuclear, then at least you know against. Locative prefixes. Super, superstructure. Subway. What is a subway? Who can tell me what a subway is? There are many synonyms for subway. Subway, you can say metro. You can say tube, and you can say underground, right? Subway is the train that goes under the ground from point A to point B. Basic word, conscious. Conscious means you are aware of what is happening at the moment. Subconscious, you don't know. During an operation, when you have got general anesthesia, general anesthesia, you are subconscious. You don't know, you are not aware of what is happening around you. Subdivided. Subdivide. We know divide. Divide means split, right? You have two things, and then subdivided. First you break it in two. Subdivide. You break it up again in more parts. More parts. Then we have the word international, intermarry, interrelational, interwave, interplay, And then the next one is trans. Trans. We have transfat, transatlantic, transplant, yeah, transparent. You can make many more words with a basic word like trans. Yeah? So far, do you have any questions? You can post your questions on the either line group or the Google Meet. Anyway, here we go to the next. Prefixes of time and order. Time is obviously, I think that is logic, right? We know the time, 1 minute, 5 minutes. I can forecast the weather, and order means the sequence, right? So here we have the word for. So you can say foretell, foreman, forewarn. You warn someone to say like, hey, you know what, listen, this is what can happen, right? Pre and post, we have seen that word before. Prehistorial, premarital, post-operative, post-modern, yeah? Then we have ex-minister, ex-president, ex-director, ex-wife, rebuild, relocation, re-eligible, number of prefixes. I like these things because they come all from the Latin language. Latin language, that is such an old language, and so many of those words come from that. We have uni and mono. Mono means, who knows what mono means? Can anyone tell me? What does mono mean? No, mono means one, single, one thing. That is what mono means. Yeah? Poly means more than one, right? So here we go, uni and mono. Monosyllable, warm, monosyllable. I mean, this is a difficult word. I remember last year I showed you this. So my hand is my mouth. So look at monosyllable words, my mouth open one time. Big, small, hot, cold. That is monosyllable. Right? It's a difficult word, but it means basically you use your mouth one time. Yeah, one time. All right. Unilateral. Unilateral means you made a decision by yourself and you did not ask anyone to help you. Yeah? Here we have the word buy and die, D-I, or, yeah, buy or die. Dichotomy. Yeah, dichotomy is actually a contradiction. It's a difficult word, I know. I apologize, but hey, sometimes you learn something easy and sometimes you need to get out of your comfort zone and learn something difficult. Bifocal, right? You see many people with reading glasses or with glasses on, and then you see in the bottom of the glass like a half a moon, right? And then you can use your glasses for seeing far away, and the half moon bifocal is for the reading part. I don't have that. This is only for reading. The last one, multi, poly, and pluri. That all means more than one. The same like bi. Bi means two, more than one. Uni, mono means one. Bi means two. Multi means also more than one. Multiracial. 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 Conversion prefixes. B, N, M, A. Bewigged. Bewitched. Bedazzle. Befriend a dog. Endanger, empower, offload. To summarize, we have negative prefixes, reversible prefixes, pejorative prefixes, prefixes of degree and size, prefixes of attitude, locative prefixes, prefixes of time and order, number prefixes, and conversion prefixes. So that is a bit of a summary of what we have done and heard at this moment. Next level. Suffixation. Suffixation. Oh my God, that sounds like suffixation. So remember, prefix is before the base word. Suffix is after the base word. Yeah? They normally alter the word type of the base, the basic word. Right? Suffixes rarely have a distinct meaning on their own. They change the word into which they are included into another part of speech. They can be classified according to the speech part they form or according to the type of base they are added to. Here we go. Take a look at this for 5 sentences. Yeah. So here we have love. What a lovely dress. What a lovely dress. Resist. Red wine is irresistible for me. Meaning, I need to have my red wine every day. Irresistible. Right? Then, adore. What an adorable personality. Luck. Luckily, we don't have to do. Good. My goodness, what a luck. occupational, ear, engineer, auction, stir, gangster, gamester, trickster, ER, Londoner, banker, noun suffixes, diminutive and feminine. Diminutive means you make something smaller. You make something smaller, right? The meaning is that it becomes smaller. Can you give me a sample? Can you give me a sample of a diminutive? So here we have let, booklet, owlet, piglet. Owlet means a baby owl. In Thai, nok hoo, 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 hoo. Piglet, baby moo, baby pig. At, cigarette. Kitchenette. S, countess, hostess, and then the Y, Johnny, daddy, pussycat. Yeah? All different options. Noun suffixes an abstract thinking, right? Status, domain, etc. etc. etc means etc. Also Latin. That means and so on and so on and so on. Hood, boyhood, brotherhood, falsehood, likelihood, and the one that you probably know the best, your neighborhood. Where do you live? I live in that neighborhood. The word ship. Yes, ship is a boat, ship is a vessel, but you can also use it in another way, like friendship, companionship. Or the next one, dom, D-O-M, democracy, democracy, right? Yeah. Eerie. Eerie is that you are slightly upset, maybe a little bit angry. So it's eerie, like ee, something like that. All right. Noun suffix. Quantity. What is the word quantity? What does that mean? Quantity. You have quality and you have quantity. Look at the time, looking at the timing. So you have a handful, spoonful. Yeah, that means quantity. How many do you have, or what do you have, right? Noun, adjective, suffixes. Ite, Israelite, Raphaelite. Ooh. I am Shakespearean, Elizabethan, Japanese, novelist, violinist, typist, and then ism, ISM, communism, socialism, imperialism, right? So you add those words or those three letters after a base word, like imperial is the base word. You add ISM and it becomes imperialism. Yeah? The next, D, DE, verbal suffixes. So here we have many options. ER, worker. Onlooker. Onlooker means someone who is paying attention to something that is happening at that moment. Drinker. Inhabitant. Occupant. Asian. Operation. Exploration. Meant. Arrangement. Argument. AL. Approval. Refusal. Ing. Swim. Ming. You double the M for the sound. Swim. Ming. Why not? Tonight. Living. Painting. Building. H. Oh, what is your H? Right, but this is something different. Package. Peerage. Shortage. A shortage of something you don't have enough of. EE. Trainee. Employee. Yeah, make sure you pronounce it correctly. Employee. Ye sound. All right. The adjectival suffixes. Ooh. Now we have ness. My goodness. Happiness. Happiness. Selfishness. Right? Not like to make a selfie, but selfishness. That meaning. That means not to be egocentric, only thinking about yourself. Ity, able, all, readable, readability. Some people might say readability, but that is also possible. Sentimental, sentimentality. So you can go on and go on and go on. It's like you're building a word up, right? The basic word is sentiment, and then you build the rest. Verb suffixes, right? Certify, identify, scandalize, organize, right? Remember what I said, in American English we use the Z, not Z. We don't say zebra, we say zebra, right? But in UK English or English, they use an S. Yeah? Organize. EN, blacken and sadden. The next. Adjective suffixes. So remember, again, pre means before. Suffix means after. Yeah? So here we have many words, many not easy words also. Able, readable, drinkable, chemical, criminal, special, beautiful, plentiful, blue-eyed, odd-shaped. You know the word shape, right? Shape means form or how something looks like. Odd means strange, So in this case you could say this is strange, a strange form, right? The structure looks strange, looks out of balance, right? Okay. Wooden. The next one, leaden. Germanic. I belong to the Germanic race, that's how they call it, the Nordic Germanic race. Most European people come from that race. Denmark, Sweden, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, they belong to the Germanic race. The next, foolish, boyish, snobbish, less, helpless, hopeless, and we can even change this further. You can say hopelessness. I can also add N-E-S-S to hopelessness. There is no hope, right? But there is always hope, always. Like, friendly, childlike. Yeah? Okay, now, can you write a sentence, make a sentence, with one of these words? I'll give you 1 minute. Write a sentence with one of these words that you can see on the screen right now. Yeah? I'll make one too. Actually, I make more than one. Okay, I have one. We are in plentiful, meaning we are with many people together. And the second one is, this is readable. Readable means I can read it. Yeah? All right, adverbs and suffixes. ly, happily, freely, instantly, wards. Onwards, that means from this moment on, and we go forward. Eastwards or westwards, right? To the east, to the west. Clockwise or counterclockwise. Yeah? The summary, to summarize, of suffixes. Noun suffixes, noun adjective suffixes, deverbal suffixes, the adjectival suffixes, verb suffixes, adjective suffixes, and adverb suffixes. Compounding. We compound things together, right? Compound means you put one thing on top of another. Yeah? Oil paper, paper clip, paper aeroplanes, wallpaper. See? So those are two words put together. We have oil and paper. We have paper and we have a clip. We have a paper and we have aeroplanes, right? And so on. Waste paper basket. Ooh, characteristics of compounds. They can be written together, not the Thai pronunciation, together, no, but we understand. Solid, so they can be written together solid, separately, or with a hyphen. Phonologically, are identified as for having the main stress on the first element. Black bird, a species of bird, right? Black bird, a bird which is black. They can consist of 2 or 3 words: sister-in-law, babysitter, air conditioner. Some people say aircon. Right? So there are many different ways also in the English language to apply and to use it. Okay, other compound nouns come from verb plus noun, pickpocket, verb plus verb, make believe, adjective plus noun, fast food. Participle plus noun, overkill. Adverb plus noun, new generation. Verb plus participle. Press down. Phrase compounds, whiskey and soda. Groups of compound nouns. Compound nouns can be countable and uncountable. What is that? What does it mean when something is countable or uncountable? What do you think? What is different between countable or uncountable? Countable is something that you can count. Can you count friends? Can you count books? Can you count people? Can you count rice? Can you count water? The last 3 you cannot count. Rice is uncountable. Water is uncountable. Air is uncountable. So, friends, books, and people you can count. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other things you cannot count. Don't confuse Don't confuse a bottle of water, because the bottle you can count, but the water inside you cannot count, unless you say 1 liter of water. That is changing. Yeah? Alright, next. Common countable compound nouns. Address book, air conditioner, air raid, babysitter, bank account, brother-in-law, bus stop, can opener, heart attack, high school, human being, letterbox, passerby, pen friend, polar bear, police station. Now, choose a compound noun and write a sentence for me, please. All right, here we go. Next. Common uncountable compound nouns. So you cannot count them by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Birth control, central heating, common sense, dry cleaning, family planning, fancy dress, fast food, income tax. I just paid income tax last week. Oh, wait a minute. This week, on Monday, I paid income tax. Oops! Oh my God. Lost property, mail order, make up, old age, remote control, social security, SSO, right? Social security, first aid, water skiing. Common singular compound nouns. Cost of living, fire brigade, generation gap, human race, mother tongue. Ooh, mother tongue, what does that mean? Mother tongue. Mother and my tongue. That means basically your native language, right? You speak your native language. Public sector, solar system, welfare state. So we have many combinations. Common plural compound nouns. Air armed forces, civil rights, high heels, human rights, luxury goods, roadworks, social services, winter sports, yellow pages. Compound adjectives. They are made up of 2 or more words, usually written with hyphens. What is a hyphen? What is a hyphen? A hyphen is a little stripe, right, in the middle. Right, a little stripe in the middle. They may be qualitative, classifying, or color adjectives. Common pattern to make compound adjectives. Adjective of number plus noun plus ed. Red-haired. Adjective or adverb plus past participle. Low-paid. Adjective, adverb, or noun plus present participle. Good-looking. Rule for compound adjectives. A few compound adjectives are made up of more than 2 words, and they are often written with hyphens. When they are used in front of a noun and without hyphens, when they are used as the complement of a link verb. It was free and easy relationship. That book is out of date. Groups of compound adjectives. Compound qualitative adjectives. Absent-minded, easygoing, low-paid, nice-looking, old-fashioned, open-minded, second-class, starry-eyed, tender-hearted, well-behaved, well-dressed, well-known. We continue. Compound classifying adjectives. Audio-visual, brand new, built up, deep sea, duty-free, long distance, made up, northeast, one-way, second-hand, tax-free, top secret. Groups of compound adjectives. Compound colors adjectives. Blood red, bottle green, nut brown, royal blue, sky blue, snow white. Hi, Snow White, here you are. They are usually written with a hyphen. Pattern formation, noun plus verb. Skydive, verb plus noun. Shun pike, verb plus verb. Freeze dry, adjective plus verb. Double book. Participle plus verb. Overbook. Yeah, especially the last two, overbook and double book. Basically, you have two passengers for one seat on the airplane, and that is obviously overbooked or double booking. Groups of compound verbs. Intransitive compound verbs. Babysit, ice skate, water ski, hitch, hike, roller skate, window shop. Transitive compound verbs. Black calm, dry clean, ill treat, tape record. Compound verb used in transitive or intransitive clauses. Bottle feed, mass produced, short circuit, slide, side read, spring clean, tie and dye. Ooh, that's a nice old technique to color clothes. All right, putting it all together, right? We have had a lot of information. I hope you know how to put it all together and categorize it and how to use it moreover a compound noun. Yeah? Do you have any questions? No questions? Then I would say thank you for listening the first video session. This is for the Sunday, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye. Kapkumakap. And don't forget to do the pre-test on the Kahoot. Bye bye.